You never know if your product is something that somebody out there is going to give as a gift to someone. For reference, last year, my brother gifted me a shoe cleaning kit, a like leather shoe cleaning kit. That was what him and his fiance gave me for Christmas. I don't own a single pair of leather shoes, mind
It's a
you, but I
very
went out and
Father's
bought
Day
some.
type gift.
Yeah, it was something that they just thought I would like. And, to be honest, I used it once. So there we go. And the point that I have behind saying that is that it does not matter what product you sell. I am a big proponent and believer in this idea that pretty much every single product on Amazon has some form of seasonality. There's not a single product on Amazon that does not have any kind of seasonality whatsoever. Some people argue with me. I've challenged all of you guys in the chat as well. Feel free to try and drop a product that doesn't have seasonality of some kind. I see one right there. Somebody says toilet paper. I usually hear things like toilet paper, toothbrush, garbage bags, all of which I have actually disproven multiple times over. So things like toilet paper, you actually see a pretty large uptick in toilet paper going into the summer season because a lot of people like to stock on toilet paper for things like camping. So
Hmm.
that's wrong. Toothpaste, as well, is one that a lot of times people actually stock at the very beginning of the year. It sees an uptick in January sales. So, again, I I love this leather shoe cleaning kits. My brother gifted me a shoe cleaning kit. I don't own a single pair of leather shoes. Quite funny, I will say. Vitamins. That's very much as we talked about at the beginning. Vitamin supplements. That's like a Q1 type of seasonality. Hairbrush. Same thing. Hairbrush. You're typically going to see hairbrushes, again, still probably have a Q4 uptick. We actually have two
Great
lines.
stocking stuffer.
Exactly. So that's the type of thing where every single product has some kind of seasonality. I see automotive tools. That is a kind of late Q1, early Q2 thing. People love to work on their cars during the summer, hate working on their cars during the winter, but it still sees an uptick during Q4 a little bit just because it's also a great giftable item for that
Yeah.
person in your life who loves working on their cars. So
Or they
I
just want to buy it because it's like shoe cleaning kit.
there we go. If I see one that really stumps me into what it could potentially not have a seasonality towards, you'll be the winner of the SOP. But again, actually, you know what, Oscar Coffin. I know for a fact that that actually has Q1 seasonality because we have a client that sells coffins on Amazon, and
I didn't even know you could buy coffins on Amazon.
you can.
Interesting.
You can buy coffins on Amazon, and people love to plan funerals during the first part of the year for some reason. Not sure what that really is and why
What
that
what,
is.
what about baby gates though? The one that's on there. That's an interesting one because that's the
So
opposite end of coffins.
yeah, so baby gates, I'm almost positive should have seasonality just from the simple aspect of more babies are born in the springtime and also towards Q4. And so you're going to instantly just have seasonality with that. I mean, babies are born in chunks throughout the year, right? So if you look at birth rates, there you go. That's your seasonality for baby gates. Auto replacement parts, I think I already answered that one. Coffee is actually, yes, similar, a harder one, but people actually drink more coffee in the winter time. So Q4 and Q1 because it's darker outside. I live in Michigan. I don't drink nearly as much caffeine and as much coffee like during time when it's, bright at 6 a.m. comparatively to when I wake up and it's still dark until 9:30 in the morning. So
Hmm.
let's see. Dog treats essential all year. Agree, except there's a pet day in the spring, and that creates seasonality around things like dog treats. And
Well, and we also give our dog Christmas presents every year,
I have not
which
seen one
usually is
yet.
treats. Batteries, all those toys, batteries not included. I know stuff is
It's a
included batteries
stocking
more than a,
stuffer.
it's a
People
stocking stuff.
also
Exactly. All
need
those
it for all
toys.
of their
Yep.
new electronics. Yeah, batteries, absolutely. Actually, batteries as well, I think would be like hugely Q4, honestly.
Oh, and then someone also wanted to go back to baby gates. The thing about baby gates is they don't buy them when they have their infant. They buy them when the kids start crawling, and they start crawling is in different is a different stage for each kid. Yeah, so
Yeah, but
it's
you're also probably going to be gifted that during a baby shower. I only know that because my friend actually just had a baby, and during the baby shower, they were gifted a baby gate. So,
yes, and we have baby gates at our house, not because my 10-year-old, my youngest, needs it, but our dog, we want to keep her strategically away from certain parts of the house.
on the aspect, by the way, of batteries, I do think is kind of interesting and funny. and I just wanted to kind of show this just so people know that I'm like very serious about this, right? This aspect of I'm taking Amazon AAA batteries, right? And you can even just look at this from like the pricing will tell you whatnot because Amazon, whenever they have a high selling season, will always raise their pricing. And if you
Mm,
happen to notice something here, what is the time of year in which Amazon tends to raise the price on their product?
December.
Yeah, November, December, every year, Amazon raises the
Mm,
price on their batteries. I wonder why. Could it potentially be
supply
because
and demand.
so it was a very good guess though, Seth. I like that one. It's very those type products, those odd commodity type products are hard, right? And especially for anyone. And I think a lot of the people in the chat, right? A big thing, if you sell a very odd commodity type product that does have fairly decent sales volume throughout the year, I want to make it known Q4 can still be a high sales volume time for you because it just has more sellers on the or customers on the
hmm
platform as a whole, and more money is spent on the platform. And so, even if at the end of the day you're fairly consistent all year round with your sales, you should still see some kind of bump, and you should be planning from an inventory perspective. We have clients as well who, again, their seasonal and their selling time of the year is let's say May to August, right? Very much a summertime aspect. And even if you are someone who sells a summertime product, I very much encourage you to still have stock and inventory during the Q4 selling period because people love to just gift random stuff at the end of the day, right? Who knows? I don't know if you sell a bathing suit. You know how many people from like myself from Michigan go on vacation to some very warm and sunny place in January, February, and March that buy all of their stuff in November and December? It's type thing where I like to make it known, yes, every product has seasonality. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and still get more sales during the off season, such as Q4, when it's such a huge selling period in time for everyone.
Yeah, yeah, it is a big season. And somebody also put in Advil and Tylenol. I would wonder if all those holiday parties and all
I wonder if Tylenol is having a decrease or an increase in sales right now.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I would imagine around the holidays that there's a correlation with I'm imagining liquor stores have a bump in sales, and there's probably when that happens, there's probably also a correlation with headache medicine. Food for thought. I don't have a chart to prove that, but I would intuitively believe that's the case. And it also sometimes makes a stocking stuffer, having received those kind of dad gifts as stocking stuffers. But yeah, so inventory is important and that demand is there, so we might as well figure out ways to harvest it.
There you go. Awesome.
Baby Gates being a non Q4 product, that it's non-seasonal. According to her, the data says
Sales
otherwise.
data says otherwise. Is that your sales data or is that just sales data in general? I bet I can
Or
disprove
is it
this.
just an assertion? Is it an assertion based on I just looked it up and the graph tells me this particular data point, or is it a
I'm looking at it right now, Hannah.
across the whole category?
I need to prove my point to Hannah. So, let's do this real quick as an experiment, everybody, and then we'll get into a little bit of Q&A time. I pulled up a couple of different baby gates. I wanted to get a good variety, good mix. Something I'd like everyone to draw their attention to is roughly April, May of every single year within this chart. You'll notice here,
Mm.
this one, giant drop, middle of April, about May time, right? So we're in May at this point. Huge drop in overall rank. I wonder if that could have to do with sales happening. Another one, a huge drop in ranking. Interesting. And then we come over here. Oh, another one where it's dropping in ranking in May. Very interesting. Yet another one where it's dropping in ranking in May. Another one where it's dropping in ranking in May. So I was curious, why might this happen? Hannah, tariffs. Can't blame tariffs for this one, Hannah. Unfortunately, I
Yeah,
was wondering.
everybody in every product category pretty much had that.
So Hannah had said, right, at the end of the day, that there was potential where people aren't buying this when babies are born. And I'm like, yeah, it's actually, she's probably right. So what month of the year are babies most likely born in? September. So August and October are also very common. And then I got to thinking, okay, so when do babies start to crawl? 6 to 10 months thereafter. So what is about 10 months after August through October, if not April and May. So I hate to be that guy, Hannah, but the data doesn't lie for a multi approach here. So it was a good shot, but there is, in fact, seasonality for baby gates. And that would be early, I guess, Q2, late Q1. And if anyone else has any other ones they want to try and stump me on, happy to pull up the data again. That was fun.
Got
Should
it.
do that more
No,
often.
no, that was good. That was very good. That was definitely very good. What about dental floss? People keep throwing in.
I guarantee you dental floss is seasonal.
I
Uh,
can say that I have usually at least a multi-pack of dental floss or two in my stocking every single year. It is, and I usually give it to my wife too. It's a very easy throw-in filler for a stocking. Something easy to gift, and it's you just throw it in there.
from most of them that I'm looking at, Q1 it has a major drop off, which actually kind of probably makes sense. Like a lot of people get their teeth cleaned in Q1 and then
Mm.
get them cleaned again at like the end of Q3, me being one of them. So not surprising.
What about APCs, the battery backups? Are those seasonal?
I would almost assuredly say yes. I mean, I just think immediately of like tornadoes,
Okay.
hurricanes, floods. All of those kind of things tend to happen the same time during the year. There's also probably some seasonality like January to like March, probably also Christmas time because if you're thinking about it, I mean, I live in Michigan. I know I've experienced at least one or two blizzards in my life that fully knocked us, power out and everything. So yeah, APCs I can almost guarantee. I don't even have to look that one up.
Well, and why did my power flicker? It's because it's like storm season right now. There is a correlation of when someone would need it, but it's a good suggestion, and I think I might actually end up getting one.
That one I actually
'Cause-
like because it's like a left fielder you wouldn't think about, right? Everyone always
right.
throws the household commodities at me. I'm like, well,
What
trash
about
bag.
yeah, what about trash bags or
Trash bags, Q4 actually. I remember this from last year. I had
Hmm.
this exact question last year, and Q4 trash bags go up immensely because there's more parties and people are throwing stuff out and everything.